I've written a sci-fi novella about what it means to be a woman and a lesbian. As you can imagine, quite a few lesbians are like, what the fuck do you know? I like to pitch it like this. Volatile Memory is a fast-paced, transhumanist, sapphic sci-fi adventure. It's set in an ultra-capitalistic hellscape of a galaxy where everything, including identity, is up for sale. And the main character is a trans woman. She's basically hacked the identity system to change her records, but that kind of makes legal study work a bit difficult, so she ends up scavenging the galaxy looking for finds. In this world, everyone wears AI-driven animal masks, and Wylla wears a rabbit mask, which basically sharpens her prey instincts, prey animal instincts. She's aware of threats, she knows how to get away. And there are other masks on the market, like Rattlesnake, which has a hinged jaw for violence, and Crow, which can assess the price of something. But then Wylla gets a call for an illegal off-market mask with unknown firmware. And every scavenger in the vicinity is scrambling to get it because finding a mask like that means you can make a lot of money when you sell it. But for Wylla, it could mean a real type of freedom. She could afford a kind of respectability when no one is going to question her identity ever again. This girl carries extreme internalized transphobia, so this kind of money would mean a lot to her. Of course, nothing goes to plan. She lands on this planet and it's a bloodbath. She is fighting off friends left, right, and center. And when she finally gets to this mask, it is on the body of a dead woman. What's more, the AI inside it is conscious and believes itself to be human, believes itself to be the mind of this woman who's lying dead in the snow. So now you have two women with vastly different experiences sharing one body. And that's kind of the crux of this story, is that Wylla and Hawk, as the mask is called, basically exist together, but only through Wylla's body, a trans body. Hawk doesn't really remember what it's like to be human, and when she does, her memories aren't great. She has experienced a lot of misogyny in her life. Her body was commodified, and now she experiences womanhood through a body that has been changed. And Wylla is very protective, obviously, of her body because she's fought for this. Without a body, Hawk's emotions are also extremely intense, extremely raw. And the question for her sort of becomes, is she even human, let alone is she a woman? So we get to explore these really complex questions like consent, identity, womanhood, embodiment. Is Hawk still a woman without a body? How much of identity is linked to the body? Was she ever human? Is she human now? Does it matter? Obviously, in the current climate where the world is so hostile towards trans people, this made me think about transhumanism as a concept and something that cyberpunk as a genre really pushes. But if society still polices gender so heavily, how can we ever realistically imagine post-human futures? This tension completely fascinated me. I mean, you have many philosophical traditions where enlightenment comes from transcending the body in some way, and yet our current milieu is obsessed with the body and performing in a certain way. But for any sapphics who do sort of see this video or read the book and have that question, like, you're a man, and the fear, I guess, of what it would mean for a man to write a sapphic experience. I'm queer in the political sense. And this book is queer too in the most political sense. It's about imagining liberation in a world that tries to commodify everything that you are. And since it's a book about exploring the limits of identity and embodiment, my own queer experience and my own relationship with women kind of influenced me in that regard. Obviously, I'm not a lesbian, I'm not a woman. And so on a more practical note, I do want to say that there were a lot of lesbians and other sapphic women involved in the production of this novel. My agent, for one. There are people on the team over at Tor.com, and we also had sensitivity readers. And the audiobook will be narrated by a trans woman. So I am really proud to say, I guess, that this is a pretty queer production. And If you're interested in Volatile Memory, it comes out July 22nd, which is just next month. If you pre-order the novel, you get a free bookmark from me if you fill out the form in my bio. And it features this really lovely art by Annalise Jensen, who is a sapphic artist as well. So if you would like to read a romantic, sapphic, cyberpunk novel with a strong transhumanist core, a book that's been likened to This Is How You Lose the Time War, Gideon the Ninth, Thelma and Louise, oh, and A Memory Called Empire, then please consider pre-ordering.